Welcome to the Waldorf Astoria Cabo. Let's check it out. One really cool thing about the property is that it was opened in 2009, but it only became a Waldorf in 2019.
To give you a context of how the property is positioned, let's look at the Michelin guide. Along with ranking food with stars, they also rank hotels through Michelin keys. As of filming, Mexico has 63 hotels that have 1 key, 21 with 2 keys, and 3 with 3 keys. The Waldorf Astoria was awarded 2 keys, which represents an exceptional stay and would put it in the top 0.13% of hotels nationally and 0.1% worldwide. Today we're going to look at the property, food options, and things you can do around the area. Big favor before we dive in is to hit the like button to help with the algorithm, and if you want to travel better, consider subscribing.
Hello and welcome to the King Deluxe room. Let's take a look at the view. So the room is pretty dark right now because we do have the curtains drawn, but once we open this up, we have the bright sun and also a nice plunge pool. It is nice and warm. It doesn't feel it because it's actually hot outside, but yeah, it's probably going to be really nice towards the evening. Pretty solid. One big thing to note is that you are facing the main area, so if you are doing more private activities, people are probably going to be able to see you, so just be aware. If that is your plan, probably try to get a room on a higher floor. That way, I guess only other people on your floor could see you rather than all the other levels being able to peer down. I know this is a popular honeymoon spot, but yeah, otherwise pretty big pool and pretty solid out here. A lot of space to lounge around and relax. Yeah, not too bad. I think if you were trying to read or even show on your phone, this is perfect, and you have that ocean view and the view of the other amenities. So for example, right over there, the room over there, you can kind of see everything. So you do have a bit of privacy from people walking by because there is a walking path, but less so from above. Whether you're going outside or whether you're coming in here, you do want to keep the doors closed. Otherwise, the air conditioner does stop because they don't want to run the machine if the doors are just wide open. The room itself is pretty solid, so there are a lot of features. One of the highlights is going to be this fireplace. So you do turn it on and you have 2 different chairs here that you can sit and relax and pretty much read and yeah, enjoy time together with the fireplace. Over here is a pretty big TV. Just kidding, that's not how you measure TVs. There's a bunch of features, so coffee machine down here along with some water. There is going to be a radio here that's also a clock. One thing I really like that a lot of places don't do is they actually filled up the ice bucket. So nice small touch to me, but I'm a fan. Down here there's some drinks and they're free, and they also refill them daily. Over here are some cups and also coffee pods, or I guess espresso pods. And that's it. Over here is going to be the safe. Over here are the welcome drinks that we got earlier that we're kind of still working on. Turning around, we have the bed and it looks pretty nice. So there are a lot of little touches as well. So if you look at the material, it's going to be this metal base and yeah, looks pretty cool. It's not just a standard backing. Same thing with the lamps as well as the side tables. And even this, I'm not exactly sure what it is. Initially, I thought it was a foundational thing and it's not. I don't think I should be touching this. Oh no. But yeah, cool art display. I'm a fan. Some cool lamps that flicker. And also a glass, I think, heart right over here. Overall, for the bedroom side, there's a lot of nice little touches that kind of tie into the culture of the area. Over here is going to be the shower and bathroom area. If you do want privacy, if you're traveling, let's say with a parent or something, or your kids, you can close this off and get a bit more privacy. Pretty gigantic and thick doors. Starting off, we have the toilet. Not really much to write home about other than this light, which looks pretty cool. I don't know why, but I kind of dig it and it provides a nice atmosphere in here. I guess also some art over here. All the doors also look pretty cool. Yeah, so it's not a standard door. It kind of ties into the whole theme. Towards the back right is going to be the bathtub. Perfectly sized, so if you're under, I would say 6'2", you're probably going to be comfortable. Anything above that is going to be a bit too much. If you're 6 or so, perfect. And also it gets pretty much exact shoulder level, which I love. Also some highlights right behind which really work, and a gigantic mirror that looks really nice. Call me crazy, but it looks amazing. This is going to be some bath wash. They do have a note about soak rituals, and next to it they have this. Initially I thought it was honey because it kind of looks like it, but it's not. Pretty much just bath wash. I am kind of surprised that they didn't fill it up. So it was this empty when we got it. I kind of feel like they should maybe have it halfway at least, but yeah, that's just me. Or maybe it's supposed to be like this, but yeah, it feels a little bit emptier than you would think. Shower's right over here, and it is pretty tall. I can't even touch it on the floor unless I go on my tippy toes. Nope. Okay, I have to do a minor jump to touch it. So if you're 6, 7, Wemby, so even Wemby would be fine here. And yes, that is the new measuring tape. Tons of settings for the shower here as well. The handles are pretty sensitive, so be careful. Also a bunch of other light switches, and it's pretty nice, moody, perfect for a romantic evening. Okay, that's a pretty sharp corner. So be careful if you're walking through here, not to just like run into it. It's a tighter corner than, yeah. Anyways, so far over here, if you want to relax in the bathroom area. One other minor thing I noticed was the light switch being a tiny bit broken. I don't mind it. I think if you did have a very discerning eye, then you might be annoyed by this. Like, it's fine, kind of goes back in, it's fine, but the other ones are fine. Right over here, we have a double vanity and another gigantic mirror. Yeah, works out really well. I think it makes the room look a lot bigger than it really is, which most mirrors do, but it just makes this look a lot less claustrophobic. And as someone that doesn't really like tight spaces, this really works for me. Let's take a look at the amenities. So we have cotton pads and also what are these called? Q-tips. Yes, also Q-tips. In addition, there is a Waldorf toiletry bag. Inside is going to be a sewing kit and also a vanity kit and a secondary vanity kit. So one other thing to note is that this was kind of like damaged. So you can kind of see the creasing here and you can see it more like this. It's a bit hard to see on the camera compared to in person, but yeah, it's pretty obvious. It's fine, but I feel like that's one of those other little things, especially because you are allowed to keep this. So having one that's kind of damaged is not the best feel, but yeah, tiny little things that could be improved. So the soap is nice. Initially, I was going to show you how cool it is. It's very slimy now because Mandy has used it.
So you mean one of us uses soap when they wash their hands?
No comment. Anyways, nice artisanal soap. Also, I like that it's not perfumey like a lot of other soaps. Yeah, it's one I would actually want to use and I'm not gonna be annoyed with the smell later on throughout the day. Body lotion over here, and this is going to be green tea, mint, and ginger. Waldorf Astoria, Los Cabos, and Vervon is the partner for this and also the other items. So this is the body lotion. Shampoo, also green tea, mint, ginger, and Vervon. Yeah, they're all green tea, mint, and ginger. Conditioner, shower gel. Smells nice.
Smells nice and refreshing.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of the amenities here I would actually want to use. Some other ones in, I don't know, Paris, they're just too scented. This is pretty solid. Oh yeah, you might be able to buy with the Aspire credit if you want to buy either alcohol or body wash and lotion. I think we have fully used our credits though. I need to double check. But if you have additional credits, that might be a good solution if you don't want to eat on the property. Another nice touch over here is going to be the chandelier. So pretty fancy and yeah, ties with the whole theme. Wood up there is also wood. It's not like plaster or anything. Tapped it a few times. It's pretty solid. Yeah, pretty nice. Pretty standard closet. This is for you to keep. So this is kind of a property bag that you can bring around. And yeah, they said you can keep it afterwards. If you don't want it, that's fine too. It's pretty good, pretty solid for the most part. Like the handles are pretty good. Good beach bag. On the flip side of it, I feel like the flip-flops could be a bit better, the slippers for the room. So these are unbranded and they are pretty flimsy compared to a lot of other slippers we've used at other premium hotels, like other Waldorfs. It's fine, but yeah, little touches. Right here is the bathrobe, which looks pretty good, feels comfortable, and is fully super branded. Logo over here as well as the property itself. And it is from Boca Terry. Giant mirror over here if you want to check yourself out with Player 2.
In the closet?
Heading this way, we have the front door area, and I really like the lights. Nice little ambiance to it and vibe. It is a bit darker though, so if you are trying to take pictures of certain things I will get to, might not be the best spot. In case you're curious, we are right over here. I'm gonna actually get a light to help you. I'll be right back. So you are here at the building, and if you look at the whole map, we are towards the back, so kind of the top side, which I heard is better for pictures and stuff, but yeah, you are farther away from the water. One of the nice benefits of the property is that they do provide a collector's tequila bottle, and let's go take a look. Right now, as of our stay in September of 2024, they did switch over to Como's tequila. So you have a little tequila bottle and you can keep this. It's a super cute souvenir. Note that you cannot keep these cups and also the platter. So if you do take it, I think they charge you $100 or $200. So I wouldn't take it, and also would be careful not to break it, which I almost just did. This iconic award-winning bottle is our complimentary gift to you. So this is aged for 2 months in French oak red wine barrels, giving it a rich mouthful. The bottle protects the tequila from sunlight and is meant to be upcycled and cherished. Each bottle is hand-dipped into a reactive glaze that changes when fired in the oven. This means that each bottle is a one-of-a-kind creation. If you do want to purchase the other service items, then you can go to the boutique. In the past, they did have a separate partner, and we ended up asking for a bottle, and they gave us an empty one. My guess is that it's from the bar, but let's open it up. It is really taped up, so I'm gonna just show some B-roll. But yeah, awesome gesture on their end and great customer service. Okay, so it's 4:30 and they're about to start chips and guac service. Speak of the devil, it came about a minute after saying that. Over here is the guac and some salsa, some chips, and 2 mini Coronas. Looks pretty good. Let's enjoy this outside.
You can book this with Hilton points or certificates. I'll link to a blog post down below walking through the booking process since prices can change. On that note, if you want to learn about cards and you want to support the channel, we have links on the website asksebby.com and also down below in the description box. Make sure the links are competitive, but otherwise it's a huge way to support the channel, so thank you in advance. This property is carved into the mountainside, and the only way to get in is through a gated entrance, followed by Mexico's only privately owned tunnel. Once through, you're greeted with an ocean-facing resort built directly into the cliffs of Pedregal. The design blends modern luxury with traditional Mexican architecture. Think hand-carved wooden doors, exposed stone walls, and locally sourced materials. The interiors are defined by neutral tones, soft lighting, and wood-beamed ceilings. This is the perfect balance of place, but without feeling like a theme party. The overall aesthetic and vibe is what I consider quiet luxury. It's understated but still refined and intentionally local. To get around the property, you can follow stone pathways or use on-demand golf carts. There is a decent amount of elevation, so if you don't like stairs and heat, then golf carts might be the move. There's 112 rooms and suites, each with a private plunge pool, and most offering panoramic ocean views. Room categories range from entry-level Pacific View rooms to multi-bedroom beachfront suites. If you want to swim, the resort has 2 infinity pools, one adults only and one family-friendly, both offering wide ocean views and plenty of space to relax. One thing to note is that the beach directly in front of the resort is not swimmable. This is because of the strong waves and dangerous undertows. One of the small but thoughtful touches around the resort are the swing seats. You'll find them tucked into corners throughout the property. They're more aesthetic than functional, but they make for a great photo spot. Just past the beach area, there's a turtle nursery. If you're visiting during the right season, you might be able to witness or even participate in a hatchling release. The reason for the nursery is so birds don't eat the eggs. The fitness center is better equipped than most resort gyms. You'll find a good mix of cardio machines, resistance equipment, and a separate back room with free weights and benches, which is great if you're looking to do a full workout instead of just a quick session. There's also a dedicated yoga room with soft natural lighting and floor-to-ceiling mirrors. They offer guided yoga sessions in the morning, usually on an outdoor platform overlooking the ocean. You'll need to sign up in advance, but it's a great way to start the day. The spa facilities are what you'd expect from a high-end property. You have multiple treatment rooms, plunge pools, steam rooms, and a full hydrotherapy circuit. During our visit, you were not allowed to use the facilities unless you had a treatment. Given this, it might be a good use of Hilton credits. If you're more interested in food and drink, there are a few standout options. The tequila bar offers tastings with a resident tequila expert covering Blanco, Reposado, and Añejo variations, usually with some background on production and flavor profiles. The coffee lab is located just off the main courtyard and focuses on pour-overs, local beans, and espresso drinks. It's open in the mornings and makes a nice stop before breakfast or a morning walk. There's also a gift shop on site with a mix of upscale resort merchandise, including heart-themed jewelry, swimwear, beach gear, and home goods. It's a bit pricey as expected, but convenient if you forgot something or want a Cabo-branded keepsake. On the dining side, Don Manuel's is the resort's main restaurant and serves breakfast and dinner. It's designed like a traditional Mexican hacienda and offers a mix of local and international dishes. Service is attentive, and the breakfast buffet is one of the more comprehensive ones you'll find at a Hilton property. The main catch is that for the full buffet breakfast, you'll need to pay a $20 upcharge, otherwise it's just continental. I made the mistake of drinking 2 strong margaritas and also 2 Coronas while relaxing in a hot bath, which got me very intoxicated very quickly. So I skipped out on the full buffet, but Mandy did enjoy it. If you're looking for a more elevated experience, El Farallon, also known as the Cliff Restaurant, is the standout. It's carved into the rock face and offers open-air dining with direct views of the Pacific. The menu leans seafood heavy and changes daily based on local catches. It's worth booking ahead, especially for sunset. I'd also recommend booking this before you arrive. During our stay, we were unable to get a reservation given the high demand. Right next to El Farallon, you'll find the Champagne Bar. This is probably the cheat code if you want the sunset view and vibes without paying for dinner. If you're looking for a swimmable beach, head to Playa El Medano, which is in downtown Cabo. It's a short drive and offers calmer waters. The Waldorf Astoria is located about 5 minutes from the center of Cabo San Lucas. Despite the proximity to town, there's a clear sense of separation, mostly due to the tunnel, which makes the resort feel more remote. That means you have a ton of flexibility. You can easily access the restaurants, shops, and nightlife in Cabo, or stay on property for a more private experience. If you want to be adventurous, the resort is also a convenient base for excursions. The Cabo San Lucas Marina is super close, making it easy to join boat tours, sunset cruises, or go on day trips for scuba diving or snorkeling. If it's your first time snorkeling in Cabo, there are a few things to keep in mind. Visibility can vary depending on the time of year and weather conditions, but in general, summer and early fall tend to offer the clearest water. Water temperatures range from the mid-60s in the winter to low 80s in the summer, so if you're visiting outside the peak season, a rash guard or light wetsuit might be worth bringing. Reef-safe sunscreen is strongly recommended, and some tour providers will require it. If you're prone to seasickness, it's a good idea to take motion sickness medication ahead of time. Even short boat rides can get a little rough depending on the day. If you're looking to see whales, then I'd recommend coming between December and April. This includes humpbacks and gray whales, but you can also spot blue whales, orcas, and whale sharks. Cabo might not be on the same level as places like Hawaii or French Polynesia when it comes to snorkeling, but under the right conditions, it still delivers a solid experience, especially if you're pairing it with a sailing tour or a private boat day.
First item is going to be the soft shell crab risotto. Let's give it a taste. Risotto is with crab, lobster, and fish stock, and it is kind of a dark, cheesy color. Super rich, pretty much an umami bomb. It's cheesy, but it's not like stringy cheesy, if that makes sense. Just kind of like imbued into the risotto. Try the soft shell crab. Perfectly cooked, very meaty as well. I'm a fan. Would definitely get it if you are eating here. Okay, the mains are here and they look awesome. Let's give everything a taste. I'm gonna start with the lobster because it's right in front of me and it looks awesome. So they did kind of cut into pieces and there is a sauce. It smells really good. Really good flavors, a bit overdone for me. So I think I wish they took it out like 30 seconds earlier or maybe 45 seconds, but flavors there. Let's try the grandma's pasta. Pasta's pretty good. Good flavors. I like it. Yeah, overall, I would say a solid 8. Good dish. Let's try the mushrooms over here. Mushrooms are fine. I probably wouldn't have ordered them. Mandy really likes mushrooms, but I just wouldn't get it for the price. But it's fine. Good flavors. Kind of like a little spice to it too. Yeah, so it's very earthy, a bit of a spice to it. It's good. Last up, we have the catch of the day. Pretty flaky, which is a good sign. I think I don't like the butternut squash on top. It kind of overwhelms the fish, and then the fish feels a little bland, but it tastes clean. It's perfectly well done. Oh, I didn't lemon it. I was gonna say it didn't really feel like it had much flavor. Attempt number 2. It's a lot better. I still don't think I get it. It's fine. Personally, based off my palate, I would stick with the lobster. Okay, gonna work on this and see you in a bit.
A few moments later.
So we weren't really a fan of the fish of the day. I was gonna actually work through it and finish it anyways because I'm used to finishing food, but they kind of saw that I guess we weren't happy of it and they offered to swap it out. And we now have the kambachi, which I already took a bite and tastes a lot better. Yeah, I like it a lot better. And the last one was probably a 6. This one's like a 7, 7.5. Also comes with a salad and kind of a green risotto. Okay, so we're about to head to breakfast. If you have Hilton Gold or Diamond status, it is going to be included. It's only a continental breakfast and they bring you a bunch of items, but it's not too bad if you want something a bit lighter. It's going to be a plate of fruit with a few different options on it, a basket of pastries, about 3, and also a choice of yogurt or cereal. You can also pay $20 to upgrade to the full buffet spread, and here there is a lot more food. It's a lot of fruits, and it is unlimited. You can get as much as you want. But yeah, also a lot of other items in the middle and some on the right. So one nice one would be hot chocolate if you want to try Mexican hot chocolate. I did wish it was free because it feels like such a small thing, but I think if you are hungry, you might as well pay that $20 to upgrade to the full buffet. If instead you're like me and you had a long night and maybe a few too many drinks, then I think the standard continental is going to be fine, and you might not even finish the whole thing. For the first breakfast, all I ate was the fruit. Also note that you can mix and match, so yesterday Mandy got the buffet and I got the continental.
For off-property dining, popular spots like Mother Flower are around a 10-minute walk from the resort or a quick 5-minute Uber ride. We kicked things off with the crab tostadas, super fresh and a nice light start. Next up were the barbecue oysters, grilled and loaded with smoky buttery flavor. Bold, but in a good way. The fish and shrimp tacos were solid if you're in the mood for something easy and satisfying, but the standout was the quesabirria. Crispy, cheesy, juicy, and dipped in consomme. Messy in the best way and 100% worth it. If you're in Cabo and want something laid back but still packed with flavor, Mother Flower's worth the stop. These were some of the best tacos I've had and better than anything I've had in San Francisco. Overall, the Waldorf Astoria is one of the top ways to experience Cabo if you're looking for privacy, personalized service, and a more relaxed, upscale environment. It's not a party property, but instead it's quiet luxury, elevated design, and consistent execution and service. If you have Hilton points or certificates, this property is well worth a visit, especially if you have diamond status. Again, if you want to learn about cards, we have links on the website, asksebby.com, and also down below in the description box. If you made it to this point, leave a taco emoji in the comments down below and I'll try to heart it and respond. My question for you is, what are your thoughts on the Waldorf Astoria? Any favorite restaurants in Cabo? Also, which hotels or resorts should we check out next in Mexico? Hit the like button, subscribe, but otherwise hope you liked it. See you on the road.